This is my evaluation vlog, and the question I'm going to be answering is, what have you learned from your audience feedback? Well, first of all, learned quite a lot from the Lino with our assemble editing, because it allowed people to kind of watch our video, pick apart like the good parts and the bad parts, what could change and what could be different, and then really benefited our final piece, because our first piece wasn't very good. There was quite a lot of bits out of time, and it was mainly kind of like, it was heavily reliant on lip syncs, and we hadn't filmed in one of our locations. So we thought, after we've looked at our feedback, we managed to change our video a lot. So from the assemble edit to the final edit, a lot has been changed. Yeah, that's one of the things we learned. Another thing as well, learned quite a bit about active performance in a music video, because that was one of the main things, like, because we went for the style, because the song's a very slow beat, we went for the style of sort of like a relaxed, chilled out kind of vibe to it. But people said that although it's kind of like, it goes really well, that they'd prefer if there was more like active performance in there, rather than just kind of like lip syncing and a few like hand gestures here and there. And then that was for our assemble edit, and then we changed that in the final edit so that the whole thing looked a bit better, and we worked back on the feedback. Another thing that we learned, well, I learned from the audience feedback, is with the ancillary tasks, because with the Survey Monkey, we put the survey up, and basically like people would answer questions that we posted about our ancillaries, like whether they look like they could be a legit like website or poster or whatever. And like, although like we can't change them, like kind of learned what could be improved on them for like future reference. Same goes for the final cut of the video. The feedback as well kind of helps us to realise what we would change next time, if we could. So like, be like small things from maybe like titles or certain bits of editing to like maybe even the song itself. Another thing which I learned from the audience feedback with the ancillaries was kind of like what makes like a good website or digipack or tour poster, because they need to be able to capture the audience's attention. So with my drafts, some feedback that I got from people was that they need to kind of look a bit more like a tour poster, because they just can't, mine was just kind of like a standard drawing of like dates and stuff, but they said it kind of needs to be able to capture the audience's attention, so through like colour and stuff like that. So when I finished, I added in some notes from what would be coloured, like that. It says all like red, black, purple, black lenses and silver, so like incorporating colour into the tour poster to capture the audience's attention. But yeah, I think that's everything that I've learned from my audience feedback, and that's been it for this evaluation vlog.